Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, in this video we will be discussing some of the important current affairs of the topic International Affairs of September month. This video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end, hit the like button and share the link of this video with your friends. So friends, we'll start with the session, but before that we have something important to tell you about. So students, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download using the Play Store, and it is available only for the Android users as of now. Once you have downloaded and opened the app, you will see a page such as the second screen here. Then you just need to log in with your Google ID, or you can say with your Gmail ID on this application, and once you have logged in, you are ready to use the particular application. As you can see, you will be seeing here my course, all courses, crack current affairs. Just click on any of those and you will be directed to a second page. Here now, what are the features or why we recommend you to use the app? Because on the app we provide you daily current affairs both in English as well as in Hindi. Both Hindi and English current affairs are provided you daily along with the quiz sessions. This is important. We provide you daily with the quiz sessions that will help you to brush up your current affairs that you gained today through our video or any other notes provided. These English and Hindi PDFs are also provided to you daily. This is provided on our app course that you can go and purchase. Two types of courses are there, 1 year plan and a second year plan, which you can opt as per your need. Then we provide you with weekly videos, not just weekly videos on YouTube and monthly videos, daily videos are also given. Apart from that, weekly PDFs of current affairs are provided to you. Compiled PDF of current affairs of the whole week will be provided to you both in English as well as in Hindi. Then similarly for the month also you will be provided a compiled video of the whole month both in English as well as in Hindi PDF for the current affairs that will brush up your current affairs very much. Apart from this, we provide you with the topic wise current affairs, topics such as apps and web portals, important days, books and authors. Then comes your sports, then comes your obituary, national affairs, international affairs, sports. These all topics are covered by us on our YouTube channel, which you can go and check it out also. Very important this section, because we provide you with the PDFs also with them that helps you to revise through a particular order, and it is very helpful to you, so you should definitely check it out. Then apart from it, we provide you questions regarding your particular exams also, such as bank, related to your banking. We provide you questions, we provide you PDF, we provide you material that will help you to revise those topics, those important topics. So very important. All right, so I definitely recommend you to check our app and do revise and to purchase the courses, because they will be very helpful to you. These I strongly recommend you to use our app as well as website, and the quiz provided on the app is very helpful to you on the daily basis, and our monthly study material for your exams will do wonders. So do watch the video for the revision purposes, they are very helpful. And if you use my code Vikas10, straight away you will be getting an additional 10% discount on the purchase you made using the application. So additional discount for you students just from my side. It is a happy hour sale, you can say, 10% discount using Vikas10. So friends, let's start with the session now. So friends, let's start. First is BRICS. What is BRICS? Full form of BRICS is important. Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. All right. Then New Development Bank, that is formerly, or you can say New Development Bank, NDB Bank, formerly known as the BRICS Development Bank, has recently admitted 3 countries. What are the name of those 3 countries? They are UAE, Bangladesh and Uruguay as the new members of the BRICS Development Bank. On 2nd of September, the New Development Bank, formerly known as the BRICS Development Bank, which was set up by the BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, admitted 3 countries. They are Uruguay, United Arab Emirates and Bangladesh, that joined the first batch of new members of NDB. Key points to remember here is that this new addition of the countries occurred as a part of the expansive drive. It is the first expansion of the NDB which got approval around after a round of successful negotiations that started in 2020. The expansion will provide cooperation and support to sustainable growth to the members. If we talk about the new development bank, this bank was established by the BRICS group of nations. It was initially referred to as BRICS Development Bank. If we talk about the NDB investment project and capital, it has authorized a capital of 100 billion US dollar, which is open for subscription by the members of the United Nations. Presently, it has been approved about 80 projects in all the member countries. It has invested around 30 billion US dollars in projects in the areas of transport, water, sanitation, digital infrastructure, clean energy, social infrastructure, and urban development. Where is the headquarter of this new development bank? It is in Shanghai, China. It was founded in 2015. President is Marcos Trojo. And the chairman for the year 2021 is with India. This is also important. So mark it. Moving on. Next. World freed from toxic lead petrol, a report by UNEP. Important question can be asked, what is the petrol, or it will be given in option toxic lead petrol, that which is the petrol that has been recently eradicated from the world, or you can say which has been banned across all the countries in the world because it is toxic. It is your toxic leaded petrol, or you can say toxic lead petrol that was irrigated from the world because it was toxic and it was not as good as a fuel as we can say other conservational fuels of, like you can say solar energy, or even you can say wind energy, geothermal energy. They are much better. So this toxic leaded petrol was eradicated from the world by, or you can say by the combined effect of all the countries, but the initiative was started by UNEP, that is your United Nations Environment Program. Then Algeria, and because why this is important, because recently Algeria was the country that was the last country on the earth that eradicated the leaded petrol. It produced the lead petrol almost till July 2021. So question will be asked, which type of petrol? Toxic leaded petrol. Whose program it was started by? It was started by UNEP, and the name of the last country that eradicated this leaded petrol was Algeria. If we look at some of the key points, the toxic fuel has contaminated air, soil and water for almost a century. Most of the high-income countries like USA, UK, Canada, etc. have banned the fuel by 1980s. It has prevented more than 1.2 million premature deaths and saved around 2.4 trillion annually, confirmed by the UNEP. Now there is no country in the world using leaded petrol. The addition of the tetraethyl lead to petrol had separate widely practiced by all the countries soon after its anti-knock and octane boosting properties were discovered. This has damaged the environment to an extreme level. So that is the reason this toxic lead petrol was eradicated from the world, and Algeria became the last country that stopped the production or stopped the use of this toxic leaded petrol. Next is Dubai gets Ain Dubai, that is the world's largest and tallest observation wheel. Question will be asked, which is the world's largest and tallest observation wheel? It is Dubai Ain. Question can also be asked, where is it is located? So it is located in United Arab Emirates, Dubai. Alright, and it is the world's largest tallest observation wheel named as Ain Dubai. Hyundai Engineering and Construction and Starnath Engineering were the primary design and construction contractors of Ain Dubai. Ain Dubai is around 2 times taller than the London Eye, which will take the visitors to a height of 250 meters. Moving on. Next is, recently a hub was started by WHO on pandemic epidemic intelligence in Germany, Berlin. What was this hub? This hub will basically deal with the ongoing pandemic as well as the expectancy of incoming future, that if there is a pandemic or if there is any type of transmission of disease from animals to humans, so they can take advanced measures to control that particular situation. Or they will be also researching, or during in this hub that is located in Germany, Berlin, they will also be researching on various types of zoonotic disease. These are the diseases that transfer from animals to humans. So various researches will be done on them, even not just on zoonosis, on various types of, you can say, bacteria, viruses, protozoas, and many other things that can cause disease, that can transmit disease to humans. So on that a check will be kept on, and various preventive measures as well as, you can say, future plans will be built, so that if in case any another breakout similar to COVID-19 breaks out in the coming future, then we are prepared and we can deal with that situation immediately. And this question will be asked in such a way that where is that WHO hub that was set up on pandemic and epidemic located? Location will be basically asked. It was located in Germany, Berlin. Moving on. Next we'll be talking about an important, you can say, a very important partnership between three countries. Before it was four countries, but now there is a separate partnership, and it is known as AUKUS. Very important partnership, very important countries that you need to know the name of. These are Australia, US, and United Kingdom. So these are the three countries that are a part of a new partnership, or you can say new trilateral defense and security partnership for the Indo-Pacific region, and it is known as AUKUS. If we look at the data, United States, United Kingdom, and Australia established a trilateral security partnership named AUKUS in order to strengthen diplomatic, security, and defense cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region. The partnership was announced between the US President Joe Biden, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, and Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison in the virtual meeting. Objective is to ensure peace and security in the Indo-Pacific region, and key focus areas are cyber capabilities, artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, and additional undersea capabilities. Importance of this alliance is that AUKUS and another alliance, Quad, are formed with a vision for a safer and more secure Indo-Pacific region. What are the Quad countries? I told you there are two important partnerships. One is Quad and the second one is now AUKUS. Quad countries are four. They are US, Australia, India, and Japan. This comes under AUKUS. This comes under Quad, and three countries that comes under AUKUS is Australia, UK, and US. Next, one more thing. US President Joe Biden will host the first ever person Quad Leaders Summit at the White House on 24th of September 2021. That means it has been already taken place. Next we'll be talking about Shanghai Cooperation Organization, also known as SCO. Who is the new ninth member of SCO, or you can say new ninth permanent member of SCO? It is Iran. Very important information that you need to know. All right. First of all, Iran was appointed as the ninth permanent member state of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization at the 21st meeting of the SCO Council of Heads of States in Tajikistan. All right, important. Then what is SCO? It is, then you should also know that SCO, that also known as Shanghai Cooperation Organization, is a permanent intergovernmental international organization formed on 15th of June 2001. When was this formed? It was formed in 2001. And where was it was formed? Where it was formed in Shanghai. It is the successor of Shanghai 5, a mutual security agreement between China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. SCO strengthens mutual trust among the member states, promotes their effective cooperation in politics, trades, economy, research, education, transport, etc. The various members of SCO are permanent members are important. They are India, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. And now Iran has been also added to this permanent list, and Iran is the ninth member, you should know. Then there are some observer member states such as Afghanistan, Belarus, and Mongolia. Moving on. Next, recently World Health Organization has raised their bar on clean air. What does this mean? And means they are warning everyone that environmental pollution is one of the biggest risks that humanity can face in this generation. So what does it say? Let's look at it. World Health Organization announced new stringent global air quality guidelines to assess the effects of air pollution and its health impact. Earlier, WHO issued guidelines in 2005, yet many countries did not reach 2005 air quality guidelines. Even lower levels of air pollution have impact on health and climate change. In the new air quality goals or guidelines, thresholds was a set for six key air pollutants: particulate matter, that is PM 2.5 and PM 10, ozone, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide. Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India have recorded the highest air pollution level with regard to the 2005 WHO guidelines. If we talk about Indian scenario here, according to Greenpeace India, Delhi's annual PM 2.5 in 2020 was at 16.8 times more than the latest WHO guidelines. Mumbai exceeded 8-fold, Kolkata 9.4-fold, Hyderabad 7-fold, and Ahmedabad 9.8-fold. So this was some of the data given. So basically you can also see various measures, or if I ask you where is the largest or the India's first air quality or air filter was set up, it was set up in Delhi. Important. So you can also see various measures has been taken up, and it is one of the another report of WHO that is warning us on the impact of air pollution or the environment pollution. Moving on. Next is Accra. Accra is the capital of Ghana, and it has been named as the UNESCO's World Book Capital for the 2023. Important market. Which city? It was Accra, and it is the capital of Ghana, and it has been named as the what? It has been named as UNESCO's World Book Capital for the year 2023. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe, because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparation.